Guys, let's have a talk. We have a huge problem. Look at the graph. Less than 5% of you are subscribed to my channel. It doesn't take much to make me happy. How about 1 in 5 of you subscribe right now?
Update 3. My 22M fiancé 21F caught up with a friend and began to question our engagement. Hey all, we have been together for 3 years. My fiancé didn't physically cheat on me, but she became emotionally invested with a guy she used to have feelings for. Or at least that's what she said. In November, I discovered that she was sending him selfies of her outfits for work, photos of what we were doing such as carving pumpkins for Halloween and texting nonstop throughout the workday mainly about pointless stuff. One night she asked if we could watch a show on Netflix, which I later found out he was mentioning in their conversation. The last message he sent revealed how he felt for me fiancé and said it's in your court now. My fiancé responded with something like, oh wow. That's a lot to take in. I need to figure out what I'm doing here, but until then we shouldn't talk. She then took a screenshot of the convo and sent it to her best friend, who said, well, what are you going to do? This is not the first time she messaged this guy. Last year she was catching up with him too. She told him she liked him, but is with me and thought her feelings were wrong. I found out about the texts. She turned off notifications for his messages on iMessage and Facebook. I confronted her. She said she knew it would hurt me, but she did it anyways. I asked for the ring back, went to my parents for a week. After talking to friends, who told me to end it since this wasn't the first time, I said I have to give it one final chance and see what she does, and we have been trying to work through things since. I am seeing a counselor and so is she. We want to do couples therapy, but want to figure out what we want first. We talked about again last night and she said she never flirted with him yet she admitted she may have a little bit when I found out.
I feel like him running in circles with her. I'm stress eating, grinding my teeth, and struggling to forgive. This wasn't the first time with the guy, and she said it won't happen again last time. I'm scared for our future and she's always saying she loves me. I feel like it's because she got caught though and almost lost me.
Any advice is welcome. I am scared this would have led to physical cheating at some point. Update. Thank you all for the advice. I know many of you said I would not take it, but I did. Yesterday I went on my ex's computer and found a conversation from a year ago with her friend that I did not know about. Talking about dreams, weird flirty banter and discussions about pop culture that I thought I got her into. Hindsight, it all lines up. She knew in 2019 that there was something there and was not sure how she felt then. We were still dating at that point and not engaged. I also found out she was wanting to break up with me 4 weeks ago. She also broke my boundary of social distancing and saw a friend who has been in contact with someone with COVID. Opinions aside, she never told me and my family had a few high-risk people. We talked last night. I told her about my new findings and said it's over. She needs to explore her feelings for the other guy who looks half as good as me and is nowhere near financially stable. She agreed and I got the ring back. After lots of tears I started to discuss the lease and finances. She's eating bricks since 80% of our things are mine or my family's. She had been using my car and relied on me to get our apartment. Even with a roommate, she will struggle. I wish nothing bad to happen to her, but she should thought about all that before questioning our relationship. I have to quarantine until I can move back to my parents for now. It's a weird limbo. It sucks, but I see the light at the end. I'm sad about the good memories but know if this didn't happen she's explore feelings with other guys if we did get married. Have a great boss who told me to take the next few days off and great friends who have been talking me through this. I'm thankful for COVID, as it caused a delay in our wedding which would been 1 week before D-Day. Thank you for the support Reddit. We all know we deserve better and I know Therese someone out there who will love me unconditionally. Now time to heal. Peace and love. Update 2. Been a while since my last post. Wanted to drop an update to show it gets better. Our apartment lease ended last month. We were able to break the lease with little to no penalty. It was a huge breath of fresh air once that was all settled. She took most of our things and left a little bit of a mess, but hey, it all worked out.
We have been 90% no contact, since only taking about lease updates, and arranging pickups for personal belongs. This was the best way to go. It got difficult at times, but it has allowed me to focus on growing myself more.
I'm really excited to start this new chapter. My family celebrated with some A5 Wagyu steak from Japan. My savings have already increased tremendously and I only took a $3,000 or so hit on the wedding engagement stuff. A small price to pay in the scheme of life, lot cheaper than a divorce. I'm working out again, getting back into old hobbies, enjoying time with family and hope to get back into meeting people once COVID dissipates. Better year, got news of a new promotion at work. Once you get out of the fog, it's amazing how things can turn around. If you're young and not married, I cannot stress this enough, move on. It has been so much better in 2 months by ending things than the 2 months of trying to fix things. Thanks for all the support in this thread. My heart goes out to all of you who are struggling through infidelity. I hope my story can show you the hope you need, and always feel free to reach out. Cheers. Also, side note, how long did those who started dating take to make that jump? I know it differs person to person, but I'm curious to hear about your timelines. I for one think 6 months after D-Day in my circumstance is sufficient. I'm feeling confident about things, but want to focus on myself for a while longer. Edit, someone asked about the car situation. Right before we broke up, she was driving my car. She got in an accident, no one was hurt. The insurance company gave me a nice check for the total loss, she wasn't at fault. So I went and bought the car we had been looking at getting after our wedding. She was not happy when she found out.